students, dear colleagues, dear friends, forgive us for this little delay. Let me introduce the person who does not need to be introduced. Thanks to the initiative of our dear friend, member of supervisory board, Mr. Roslavsky. Today, at the moment, we have a unique opportunity to meet with one of the world-famous businessmen, one of the most powerful drivers of the modern world development, the person who is concerned very much with education is future, Mr. Джек Ма.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, good afternoon. I did not expect that I would get to meet so many excellent young people. I just said, well, I talked to my friend, why not go for a visit in the university? So we came, and I did not know you have, thank you so much for your warm welcome. This is my first time in Ukraine, and this is the first city that I visited. I'm so proud, and also congratulations for 250-year anniversary. It's amazing for 215 years for a university. For my company, only 2 years. To me, it's such a long time. But 215 years for a university, that is something that we all should feel proud of. And I'm very passionate about education, and I worry about education. Because most of the things we teach, most of the content, the way we teach, are actually designed for industrial period. The world is moving from industrial period to digital period, to the internet period, or to the data period. A machine is going to be smarter than people. Machine is going to do a lot of things that do better than human beings. So what we should teach our kids, what should make our kids to be ready for the future? This is something that I'm curious about and I want to focus on. A lot of people worry about technology. A lot of people worry about AI. And a lot of people worry about robots. I don't worry about that. I think human beings will be much wiser. I think human beings can do much better if we train ourselves better. So this is what I think education should change. The other thing I need to think about is that today, so many countries focus too much on university, too much on master's degree and PhD. And I think countries should focus on primary school, kindergarten, middle schools. In this way, every country can develop better. So I'm interested in about education. I'm interested about entrepreneurships. I think entrepreneurs, these are the driving force to develop economy. For every country, every government should think about how to make their people rich. But government cannot make people rich. Entrepreneurs can. Entrepreneurs will be creative, constructive. So entrepreneurships, that's I want to learn. I want to help. And the third is women leaderships. I'm so happy to see there are so many women here. The world needs more women. Women leaders in 21st century are more important than ever. So I think in my company, one of the secret sauce is that we have almost more than 45% of the colleagues are women. And they make fantastic jobs. So we think the more women workers, the more women leaders, the world will be better. These are things that I'm interested in. And I hope that if you have any questions, I'll be very happy to communicate with you. Thank you.
questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, some questions. Mr. Karazin.
Dear Mr. Ma, I am Dean of the Faculty of Chemistry of this university. 2 weeks ago, we visited university, Hangzhou Normal University.
Oh, my school, yeah.
Yes, university. And it was pleasant for us to hear that your company and you support the scientific project in this university. So I suspect it will be interesting to hear from you what should be the relation between private business, education and science. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, private business, education, and science.
Yes.
Well, I think if a private business wants to success, you should have talents. For my company, why we grow so fast, one of the reasons we have a lot of excellent young people join the company. What does excellent young people mean? Well, education, self-discipline, self-motivated. So it's all about education. So I think for any business, when they make money, the money they just spend is on the people. So we spend a lot of time in our own company developing our own people, but meanwhile very important is that we should spend money in education, in the university, high school, middle school. But the other thing is that I hope the university education should have a reform. Today, a lot of universities I visited, they focus on training people, which put a lot of knowledge inside. But what I want is that people will train people more like a people. Be creative, be constructive, be innovative. I don't want people to be a machine of learning. They should be the people of people. They should be creative. So this is what I think. Today we have a lot of fresh graduates in the universities, but they don't find the jobs. But a lot of great companies, they want great talents, but they cannot find young people. So how can universities and schools and private companies get working together, figure out the new model for training our young people? I don't want we young people spending a lot of time. Universities spend a lot of resources. And by training people, when they go to the society, no use. I'm sorry, but I said, I have met, and in my life, the most interesting thing is I see so many great excellent young people. They are quick learners. But if we can work better, private business and university working better, finding a good model to train our people in a way that helping society, that would be even better. So thank you, Professor, for this question. And I will try my best to work with universities.
Thank you.
Thank you for the answer. More questions? Maybe students have some questions?
I have a question.
What is the happiness for you?
What is the happiness for you?
Happiness.
Happiness.
My happiness, when I see my people, I mean the people who work in my company, they're happy, I'm happy. When I see my users, my Alibaba users, Tmall users, when they're happy, I'm happy. This is all about it. It's not the money making you happy, it's not the name, reputation. When your man is too famous, it's a disaster. Right? So it's not the money making you happy, it's not the reputation making you happy, it's not the power making you happy, it's the people you like. When they're happy, you're happy.
I am the student of the computer science faculty here in this university, and in the last following years, Ukraine has been the country that actively implements digitization in different spheres. And one of its domains is blockchain technology. Are there any plans for you and your company to implement this technology to move further?
Thank you. Well, let me answer the way. The world, last century, there's a developed countries or undeveloped countries. In the future, there is only digital countries or non-digital countries. So because of the IT technology, because of the industrial revolution, some countries rich, many countries poor. So because of the digital period, a lot of countries catch the wave of digital, they will be rich. A lot of no, they will be down. A lot of young people know how to use the digital technology, will be successful. Those people who fail to use digital technology will be in trouble. So digital technology is important. The bad news is that you like it or you don't like it, we are entering the digital period. The good news is everybody faces the same challenge. There's no expert of future. There's only expert of yesterday. So we young people have the chance, learning. Blockchain technology is going to be a very, to my essence, a technology to solve the problems like privacy and security. I think in the future, blockchain technology is going to be will be carried out in many areas. Our company has been doing that for more than 4 years. And I think this is not the technology for making money. This is the technology to protect privacy. This is the technology to keep the safe of the data. And by the way, you guys, Ukraine, this area, my people respect you a lot because you are such intellectually, especially mathematics. You're so good, science so good, and we're looking forward that we can do something together, and we want that together with your talents, with your resources of the people mind, we can do something more for the world. Thank you.
Maybe girls have some questions. Girls. Here go.
Thank you. What's the most important lesson that in my life that I learned? Be optimistic. For the people that I met in my life, I'm lucky enough. I traveled around the world. I met many interesting people. Interested politicians, interested business people, interested scientists, artists, and I found successful people. They have some very interesting things we share similar. First, we are optimistic. We always believe in future. We believe in people. We believe in young people. Second, we never complain. We let other people complain. Right? Because those people complain, you have a chance. Where is the chance? Where is the opportunity? The opportunity is in the place where other people complain. If you can solve the complaining, you will have a chance. And the third is don't give up. Try it again. In my life, people say, hey Jack, you're so lucky. Yeah, I'm not very lucky. For 2 years, we achieved that much. But we have made so many mistakes. We have so much troubles that you can never imagine. But we never give up. We went to bed, sleep, wake up, try again. Until we succeed. So those people say they win, they succeed within one night. You only see that in a movie. Real life is about hard working, trust the people, be optimistic, and figure out for tomorrow. That's it. Thank you.
Dear friends, a lot of friends, but we have opportunity to get only 2 questions. So, okay, yeah.
Jack Ma, firstly, big thanks for coming in Ukraine. It's such an honor to see a businessman of such a big scale in our country. And I have seen a lot of your movies in YouTube. You are proposing quite a good stuff. but recently you have been retired from the board of directors from Alibaba, and you still be very young and with a lot of resources. My question is, first one, will you influence somehow the decision within your company, within your child? And to which goals or what is your mission next? Will you try to explain people how to deal with, how to live in this digital world? Or you will try to influence somehow education? Because I see these points a lot in your movies.
Thank you. So here's two questions. I just retired on September 10th. My age retired. A lot of people say you're too young. But I think when we were young, we don't have chance. Now, at my age, I should give chance for young people. I love to do it. Not because this is, I think young people can do better for Alibaba than I do. But I can do things that young people cannot do. What are the things I can do better? I think education. I've been meeting so many young people, and I feel again and again, and I know there's something we can do to the education, that if we do better, the world will be better. And I want to train and help a lot of young entrepreneurs. And I want to support women leaderships. And these are the things, so now I'm retired. When I'm running Alibaba, 90% of my hands are full. Today, 100% are free. I can pick up anything I want. So I can come here, I can travel around, and I can listen to more people, and I can share more time, spend more time with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Dear friends, you understand that Jack Ma is not able to answer all the questions. Only one, and the last question. Pay attention. This girl, in the middle of the auditorium, your question, and it will be the last.
Thank you.
And now young people don't want to work with their hands. They want to work with the help of their heads. So what do you think will be the professions of the future? And what professions will appear new professions?
Okay, thank you. I know the question is about a lot of professionals are disappearing and more opportunities are coming. How young people should get ready for that? Well, let me tell you, when I was your age, I was frustrated. There's no chance for us. Microsoft, IBM, Oracle, all the big companies. I said, I have no chance. They have done all the jobs. And I think I applied a lot of jobs, all rejected. And I don't know what I'm going to do. And later I said, let me do something myself. Boys, girls, the world is changing very fast. We are entering into the digital economy or digital period that nobody has ever tried before. We have a chance if we start to embrace the change. Only those people who were successful yesterday, they don't like tomorrow. Only those people who don't have confidence, they worry. We are young, and we should learn. This digital technology will create a lot of jobs. Of course, yesterday I told my friends in Shenzhen, people asked me, we will have no jobs. I promise you and we will have a lot of jobs. Maybe you cannot fit for those jobs. Right? Last century, when electricity comes, people worry about jobs. But electricity creates more jobs. Let me tell you another thing. My grandfather, he worked 18 hours a day, 7 days a week in the field. He was very busy. my generation, we work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. We feel very busy. Let me tell you, your children probably only work 3 days a week, 3 hours a day, but they will tell you they're very busy. The world is changing. My grandfather only visited 2 cities in his life, probably. People like my generation, we visited 30 cities. And I think our grandchildren will visit at least 300 cities in their life. A lot of opportunities, a lot of chance. But you have to be human-like. You should not be machine-like. If you want to learn the way, remember faster, calculate faster, remember more, machine can do better. You have to do things machine cannot do. So don't worry about the future. Worry about yourself. Right? This is what I think. And I've been worrying all my life in the early days. I worried about the world, my life was tough. I worried about China, my life was tough. Then I started to worry about myself, I changed myself, life is better. So don't worry about it, worry about yourself, right?
Dearest Mr. Ma, it is really great honest and opportunity for all of the students of our university to meet with you. Thank you very much for this. And as we can see, your arrival caused a really big excitement among our students, and we are always really we're really glad to welcome you in our university. So now I would like to present this little gift for you from all the students.